Hello, welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Cedric Kennedy, and I'm going to help Farron Cousins today because he said, well, it's not today, but I only listened to it today. It's probably a couple of days old, but he said that we need a system in place to combat misinformation, citing that misinformation has compelled people to react irrationally when asked to wear a mask in a store or any other place. And they get angry and they speak as if they have all the answers and whatnot. And these anti-maskers, anti-vaxxers. Okay, look, you need a system in place? Okay. Call it the Public Service Honor System. Call it that. If you perform a public service, i.e. government, news, something like that, where you are to give information and or serve the people, or you are an activist, or you are a charity, you must tell the truth. It is that simple. If you are a news outlet and you are citing misinformation, that could be linked to inciting a riot. That could link to inciting ill will towards innocuous, harmless, or fair-minded people. To compel those who would normally not cause harm to cause harm. So your responsibility is to tell the truth and let those rational people or irrational people sort it out themselves to what they want to think. But you tell the truth and move on. Playing politics, playing tribes is not the way. It's that simple. They should be punished with heavy fines. And I ain't talking about a slap on the wrist or a small percentage. I'm talking about each lie will start off at 5% of their profit. And every additional lie will raise it by 10%. So 5, 15, 25, 35, 45. It's going to raise it in the tens. And once it reaches 100, that means that's all your profits. Then it goes into stage 2. Just the wages. Just your earnings. And it don't go in the 5s. It immediately starts off at the 10s. And it goes up by the 10s per lie. And you don't let them get away with that. It seems, or my sources, or our sources. You don't get away with that. You tell the truth. And if the government itself is going to lie and is caught in a lie, and it can be proven in court, and Supreme Court, any Supreme Court, then those government officials that support that person, who's known to support that person, or those lies, then they're heavily fined. Their paycheck and that tax money that would normally pay them goes right back to the people in their district that would have been paying them. It gets evenly distributed amongst the people in their district. I don't care if all they get is 15 cents. And the shipping and handling and all that will be on the backs of the liars and not those that has been lied to. That's how I see it. You want to end misinformation, you got to hit them pockets. You can't say no, don't do it, and then do nothing about it like we only get. You can't say, well, you know what, I know the truth, and these people are lying, and walk off, and then that's it. This ain't TV. This ain't the movies. As much as those shows mirror real life shouldn't mirror those. And I know that's a circular loop. I get that. But you know what? You can't just say something and walk off like it's the damn truth or that's just the way it is. Like somebody's going to accept it. No, you got to stay there, look them in the grill and make sure that they have accepted this reality. And if not, then you must ask them, and they must give you a rational explanation on why you may be in error or why they are absolutely right or right enough. Because the truth is, everybody is right. Being right is just, do you believe what you say and not care about somebody else? Okay, then you're right. But being accurate, being correct, that's something different. That's absolutely different. I can tell you right now that I know for a fact that you like mating with pastel donkeys under the pale blue moon only on a marble bridge, especially on Sunday after 12 o'clock, but not before 12:30 at any given AM or PM. Now, I know I'm right because I said it and I think it and I believe it. See, I'm right. See, anyone can be right about anything. What's my evidence? What's my proof? What can I show you? You know, it must be an observation of some kind. Feel, taste, touch, hear. All these senses, scientific method of some sort. This is what must be done. And when these news outlets, when Fox or Sinclair or anything out there, MSNBC, want to cite some crap and is known to be false or disproven, debunked or whatnot, they hit them pockets. Each sentence is a lie. Each lie is a percentage, and it affects everything and everyone in that organization. Charities that get used to launder money are immediately shut down, and those people are imprisoned. There is no, can you prove that they had the intent to do it? No, because poor people don't get intent. They get, did you do it? Yes, go to jail, go to prison, do not pass, go. Matter of fact, throw the board away, put them in prison and beat on them. Matter of fact, the way it is today, shoot them, and if they can live, they go to prison. That's how that goes. Poor people just need the fact that the police says, yeah, he had marijuana on, and you know what? It was intent to sell or distribute. And you know what they get? Yeah, you were. It was mine, and I wasn't going to give it to anybody. I wasn't going to sell it to anyone. I just bought it. And they'll say, yeah, that's your word against the cops, and we trust the cops. Why would you trust the most brutal gang in the United States of America? So, yeah, it's stuff like that. And a judge that gets caught favoring unfairly, they're thrown off the bench. They're done. Career dishonored. They are shamed. They are shunned. Tar, feather, and glitter them. Get them out. You are a public service. You are done when you show unjust favoritism. If the person is innocent and you're on their side, no matter what, fine. But you are a judge. You have to do it properly. If you are, just come on. But the problem is people in power don't have to suffer. And since they don't have to suffer, they don't have to worry. And since they don't have to worry, they can get away with anything, carte blanche, and everyone else got to deal with it. When a judge can order someone to take Bible classes, no. When a judge can say, if you can tell me, all the biblical such and such and such, and then I will let you go, no. If a judge can hear someone say, why should my son suffer for having a few minutes of fun when that few minutes of fun was raping a woman by a dumpster that he or someone else roofied or whatever they did? And the judge is like, I understand. When someone can drive and murder 3 or 4 people, and it's okay because it's a first offense, and they're affluent, so they didn't know, they didn't understand. No, poor people. If I went outside and just slapped the brakes off of somebody, especially a white person, I am getting shot by the cops and or taken to prison. And you mean to tell me I can get drunk and mow somebody down if I'm rich enough and I just don't understand consequences because I have that kind of money, that's too telling, don't you think? If you got a certain amount of money, you have no consequences. That's what it tells me. And it should have set a precedent. So any rich person out there, you want to go mow down some Republicans, have at it. You want to mow down some of these anti-maskers, anti-vaxxers, have at it. You don't know the law. You don't know it's wrong. These people are in your way. They're causing harm and stuff to others. But see, wouldn't that place me in the area of going to prison or jail for citing a riot or citing or instigating or whatever the hell somebody else's harm or death? Wouldn't that count against me? Just for saying it, just for urging that on? So when judges and police officers and politicians alike can say this stuff and get away with it and, mow down protesters and shoot anyone that's unarmed so long as they're in your way. If you feel threatened by any means, by any iota, then you can kill someone. You can take their life, uproot their families, everything. You have that reason to do because you just felt uncomfortable. Do you really think that's fair? So you want this kind of change? You want this? You know what you do? You find people that are judges and lawyers and whatnot that are running for office, and you sit down and have a talk with them. Can you get behind this? And if you can get a whole bunch of people that's running for office into office that will adopt that idea, that ideology of fairness, of even playing field, justice. If you can do that and you vote them in, then you're starting to stand a chance. And you keep, national checking people and voting them in, national checking those that you have voted in. And as soon as they start screwing up and screwing over, you know what you do? You send them that message. You're done. We're not voting for you. We don't even care if we vote for the worst person on the planet. We're not voting for you. You have failed us. We will find someone else. That's what you do. The power has always been in your hands. The power has always been in our hands, but we have allowed any and everyone else, from president down to the gutter snipe person that mows the lawn and knocks over your plants or mow over the plants. We've given them the power to dictate what happens to us. We just want to live our lives and go on about our business, but we've given them the ability to make us vote against that one life that we got. And I'm going to tell you, that's absolutely messed up. And we need to get out of this habit. Wouldn't you think? Start voting for your best interest and not the interest of somebody else or some tribe. You want to change things. If Farron Cousins wants to change things and others honestly want to change things, you want a better life, if you want better opportunity for you, your kids, their kids, and whatnot, then you actually have to vote about it. You got to actually force these people. And it's sad because you don't have to force good people to do good things. You got to force bad people to do things for you. It's not that these things would be good per se, not inherently, but it would make your life a lot easier if you could get rid of a lot of corruption and keep whittling away at that corruption until it was absolutely gone. This has been Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.